Hey everybody, it's Jen with Lady Tarot 911. How are you doing? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Would you like a weekend message? Because that's what I'm going to give you. I felt called to give a message that's needed by the collective. So I do what I'm told. I'm a good girl. Everybody is having a fantastic weekend. It is snowing here, so Miss Nala and I are all snuggled in for the evening. Thought it would be a good time to do a read. So let's see what the message is that the universe wanted me to give you. All right. This is my human spirit deck. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So this is a 15 card, which is a 6. So this is very much in regards to community, crown chakra, more sense of self. This is about really removing yourself from any drama. I feel like the energy is moving at a very fast pace right now, and there can be a lot of chaos and feelings of just very quick change, which can cause those around us, be it family or friends, um, you know, even in job situations, relationships, to transform and transition very quickly. And when that happens, those who are not aware of it or are not used to those changes, whether it be shifting timelines or just ascending, maybe, getting to a higher level of understanding and knowledge, and then our outward energy, changes, and people can sense that. And when that happens, um, and they don't know why or how that's happening, or what's going on, they don't like it, and so they can um, give create drama, give you grief, make you feel guilty. They can create an environment that you are uncomfortable with these changes, or these, the ascension of gaining this higher knowledge or awareness. And what ends up happening is they are uncomfortable, and they're uncomfortable because you're changing, and that makes them uncomfortable. So that's what I'm getting from that card. You are finding self-worth, becoming bolder, and you are understanding patterns and cycles. You can see this is a merry-go-round on top of his head, and you're understanding the patterns and cycles that continue to repeat with those around you, and you really are kind of pulling yourself back from that. So let's find out who is the ringmaster of this circus. Why don't we? So who, tell me why and who, what is this about for the collective? Not my circus, not my monkeys. Why is this card here? What is this message about? All right. So when I'm talking about ascension, right? And a new way of doing things, a higher knowledge. There is child. So, child can be about a child. There could be drama happening in regards to children, custody, DNA results, um, parenting, co parenting, blending families. There could be, child support issues. There also could be a new beginning. So connect this where it fits for you, if it fits, if this is your message. This is regarding maybe some drama or some chaos, maybe, or somebody who is sending, I was talking about sending out their monkeys. Basically, it's a phrase, it's a saying regarding using other people to create drama or to create distractions when they're not available to do so. It just is like a broader networking range to spread their toxicity. And this could be in regards to children or a fresh start and new beginning. Maybe you're wanting to have a new beginning and people aren't liking it, or you are, and be it you or your person, somebody here wants to have a new beginning, and it's like this. Just if you think about a circus and the uproar and the noise and the chaos and the distractions and things going all over the place and it being loud, and that's kind of what's going on. And it could just all be generated from the fact that you are going in a new direction, or you are ascending and seeing things differently, or your person is, or this could be about children as well. Okay. Wow. Okay, that is like an eighth of the deck. I'm not going to take all of those. I think that was just a mistake. Okay, so tell me about this new start or child, seeing things differently as far as, a new perspective. This child is looking through the eyeglass or the telescope. And this is a 9 card. So coming to an ending of something to start a new beginning. Yeah, and really taking charge. This is a 15 card. This is a 15 card. So 6, there's a lot of synchronicity in that. Self, I said coming into self, taking charge, power, really bossing up in, you know, creating a new stability for yourself. This is Taurus, a Taurus card. This can also be a bully around you who is speaking. The blue is about throat chakra, really speaking and causing this drama, and they are being, they are exhibiting maybe narcissistic behaviors, interrupting, being maybe vile in the things they say or disrespectful. And this, it could be in regards to a child, could be forcing issues or forcing power, like trying to take control, keep control. If something is changing in regards to a child and somebody has had control, that's going to be very difficult for them as things change or move or expand or grow, or sorry, on my feet, just transition into maybe a new way of doing things, right? And there can be some confusion in this. Maybe this bully is trying to create confusion for either you, or this could be you, or for your person, or for your situation. Maybe they're wanting to create chaos and drama so that it's exhausting, right? And you're learning that this is a full-on like circus that you don't want to be involved with, and you're pulling back, or you understand that this is, you're starting to understand, or your person is starting to understand that this is um, this is their issue, even though they're trying to make it gaslight, like narcissistic behavior exhibits. they're trying to make it your issue. You're the problem. You're the one causing all the drama. You're the one who's, thrown caution to the wind and just been, impulsive, and you haven't thought about things, or you're not thinking about things, when in reality the only one speaking, and as loud as they are, could be them, could be the one who is causing the issues, right? And you're recognizing, or your person's recognizing the patterns because they've done this before. All right, that's what I'm getting so far. Okay, so let's look at how your person is feeling about this. Oops, I got these. And I know you guys can't see these. I don't have, if I pull them way down here, they get knocked around. So I'm just going to put them up here. But all right. So how is the collective's person feeling about this, I guess, chaos that's happening? It's like this confusion. How is my collective feeling about this confusion in regards to maybe either creating a new stability, or this for them, or this for their person, or their person is going through this? What else do you want me to know? Oh, I get so tense pulling reads. I'm sorry. And it only happens when I'm pulling reads. Oh, that's probably shaking the camera, isn't it? Okay. So there's been a lot of twin flame messages coming out lately, a lot, and for a lot of readers. I think that this is the time where we are starting to balance our own inner masculine and feminine, and there are actual twin flame reunions that are taking place, people coming back together, and there's been a lot of stories of that. So this could be something that had taken place on your person's side. This could have been a runner. This could have been, so this is about maybe something that happened that caused complete chaos within this relationship that you have, right? And your person is really understanding and can see the chaos that was created, and understanding the patterns and the cycles, the control, and also seeing their own cycles and patterns, as you have as well been working on. And they're really hoping that they can come forward and make some amends for some things said or done, some apologies made for maybe breaking promises, breaking trust, really understanding now what you've probably known all along, which is that this energy, and it's a very masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be a masculine gender. It could be, a baby mama, or it could be a boss that caused huge disruption and clouds, storms, created such a mess. And I'm hearing for a couple different reasons, either that they wanted to keep this new beginning with your person. They wanted to, they could have used, I'm hearing, children as pawns or as the reason, making your person feel guilty. They could have, your person could have also just felt like they were taking charge of maybe a new beginning for themselves, for some reason needed to have a new beginning, maybe because they were confused, or they felt like there had been a lot of confusion regarding children's situation or kid situation. And maybe that's why this drama ensued, right? And now they're understanding what their own patterns are and wanting forgiveness or wanting to come back and explain, or even just offer a sincere apology for the behaviors that they hadn't seen before. Okay. So, how are you feeling about this, collective? How is the collective feeling about this? Whether you've moved on or just really started to heal from all this, there's still been a longing for, and this could be either you or your person, there's still been a great longing for there to be some type of communication. It's been so complicated, so convoluted. You haven't known what has been maybe happening at all on the other person's side. And you've just been wanting something to be able to either create closure or, to maybe come back together, a reason, an understanding of why there was this disconnect, this these actions that were made, why were they done this way? What, you know, you just haven't had any information or, um, any real understanding to either give yourself clarity and then be able to get closure and move forward, or even just so that you could see your person again. And you've really felt like you've been very hurt, and um, you've wanted your person to just at least own up and communicate, own up to their part, and you be able to speak your truth and own up to if you had a part in this as well, or just being able to express feelings and maybe understand the situation. However, I don't, understanding what I understand, there are reasons why we're not given clarity, and that is because it could be if we have our own issues of control or wanting to, um, not being able to let go of control, we might adjust um, the way that something is supposed to play out. And so karma and divine, universal energies won't allow for us to know everything, from the beginning, or know everything at all, because it's not going to suit the higher purpose or the higher good, in the lessons that somebody else needs to learn. We're all used for the purpose of teaching one another lessons. And sometimes we just don't get the answers to why things happen the way they are, happening. And sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Mm. Um, yeah. So let's look at where the situation is now. What's happening right now in the current situation of the collective's person with, oh, hold on, a new perspective, because this card was, I must have put it away that way. So we're going to take it. So seeing things, being enlightened, right? We talked about the crown chakra, and seeing things for what they are, noticing patterns, the round and round cycle, never ending cycle. And you can see that enlightenment. So the sun is like lighting things up and being able to see things for what they are, right? And you can see that the hanged man is hanging there, getting a new perspective of maybe, so the situation could have taken place, and just now in this current energy, your person is now being able to recognize things for what they truly are, the toxicities around them, or the just the patterns and their own patterns, right? Or this could be you as well. Okay, so tell me about, why is the Hanged Man here? What's the new perspective? What is their person discovering or starting to understand about the situation? Yeah. I take the bottom. Okay. So there have been a lot of secrets and things unsaid. Um, there's been things that you haven't told your person. There's a lot of things that your person hasn't told you. There is a lot of things that the person causing, or the people, or the family cultures, or the childhood downloads, or the behaviors and coping, or the job, or materialism, workaholic, alcoholic, things that have third parties, things that have gotten in the way, that have created chaos, that have created a mess, have created this, circus. There have been a lot of secrets, and it's all of this that your person is understanding that they have to come clean on, or that they have to explain, or that they know now have hurt the connection between you and your person, hurt situations with other people, their behavior, this pattern. They could also have been, they're finding out, you know, secrets and hidden knowledge, information of whoever or whatever the situation was that was obviously manipulating them and taking advantage of them, and maybe that they didn't know about. And so your person is really starting to understand this, and they're feeling guilty, and they're feeling guilt and remorse and regret, maybe regret or remorse for running away, or leaving situations, or breaking trust, right? This is why they're wanting forgiveness. They're wanting you to understand that they didn't see it before. Maybe they were unawakened, right? But there's a real judgment where the divine is pushing your person to really own up and see things. I'm hearing like in a like a larger light, in a larger sense, right? The big picture, right? So what do they say? What is the, sorry, it's in reference to, help me. Um, the big, is it, oh, under the big top, I guess, is something like that is said with CIRCUS. That's what they're trying to, divine energies and karmic energies, universal energies that are trying to balance, or trying to push your person to see see things under the big top, the big picture of things, right? And this, making them look at these things and really, put them in the judgment seat, has really brought them to a point where they understand now how they have contributed to losing out in a beautiful connection, in a love, in a nurturing environment. They now feel left out from your kindness. You pulled your energy back to heal and to even move on, to just get a grip for your own sanity. And they really understand now, seeing what was on that other side of this, right? The chaos and the circus that happened where they went or who they, decided to engage with, what that created. And I hear that they are um, exhausted. She's longing and just exhausted. They want communication. They haven't been communicating. They probably cut off communication for, they went from one bad situation to another bad situation, just karmic pattern after karmic pattern, karmic lesson after karmic lesson, just, being pummeled with towers. And this just really woke them up to who you are, or this will at some point wake them up to who you are truly, to see your value, to understand that they're the ones who, you know, were left out in the cold because you couldn't sit around any longer and wait, or sit around and try and help them any longer because they weren't even helping themselves. They weren't listening. They weren't seeing things for what they were until this current energy, because they had lessons to learn. They had karma to play out with, other people. And it could have been from past life stuff that they had to deal with. But they understand who you are and what you bring to the table, and the clarity that your light, you can see the light behind her, your light brings them peace. And they're starting to see it now because they're, starting to close up those cycles, right? We're in a new cycle of energy, and they've been really pushed to, if you think about a big top, under the big top, it's a circle. It's wrapping up those karmic lessons, choosing different choices, understanding things for what they are, taking off the rose-colored glasses. I mean, we've all had to do that at some point. The divine feminine has, and they've had to go through their own awakening in this regards. And so it's really judgment time, right? And judgment is happening, and they could be going through some towers regarding these endings. Seeing things for what they are can be hard for anybody. It was hard for you to see things for what they were, that your person was either, had left you, made you feel worthless. You know, the rejection and abandonment, if you had rejection or abandonment wounds that you had to go through, and just, feel like you gave everything to get just kicked in the teeth, that's hard. Those are hard lessons. It's hard to be a part of a soulmate journey, let alone, um, a twin flame journey. And this could be, if this isn't relationships for you, this could be in a job. Maybe you gave everything to a career, or a certain company, or, in a family business or whatnot. And this same chaos ensued, and you were lulled, or your person was, lulled, is that the right word? Basically coerced, or your situation was sabotaged for them to go in a different direction, or you were pulled in a different direction thinking there was going to be more prosperity in focusing on career and, money, material 3D things. And it really sabotaged relationships, within your own life. Or this happened with your person, they were promised that there was going to be great success, and maybe a new beginning, right? New beginning with kids, or a new beginning just in overall, that maybe they had been waiting for, and maybe it didn't turn out that way. I think with this judgment card here, and we've got, some really heavy cards, Nine of Swords and Five of Pentacles. What they thought was going to, and I did a reading last week, I think, or the week before, about how things things came in and looked a certain way, but they weren't what they thought they were. And I think that this happened for your person as well. Just maybe being like this fantasy, this illusion of what maybe they've dreamed about for a long time, and then they get it, whether it be a job, a new career, going a different direction, maybe more time with their kids, or maybe even coming together as a family unit that they might or might not have told you about, and then they show up and it is not at all what it used to be or how they envisioned it. And so that alters that alters that dream and can be very disappointing, right? Okay, so what can the collective expect? Let's see, 30 minutes. What can the collective expect moving forward from their person? Let's just say we've been doing February reads, so let's just say in February, what can the collective expect from their person potentially? And again, this is based on their decisions. Energy can change, right? This is just what the energy supports. Okay. So there is still going to be, what is this about? Hold on. Sorry, my mouth is dry. I need my water. This could be in regards to a commitment or relationship, or married to something, so connected with something, right? This doesn't have to be just marital, but sorry. I think that they're going to still be in this, they're still going to be really pondering and thinking that, I think that divine energy is really keeping them in this emotional state to understand the gravity of what this temptation was, whether it be money or a new person or a different person. Grass was greener on the other side, or somebody getting in between and then falling for it. Listening to, okay, the flying monkeys, right? Listening to other people within their environment who maybe messed up a great relationship or something going in a great direction, and they're really in conflict, feeling regret and emotional about being tempted so easily, and not understanding what was actually happening. I mean, and that is just all devil energy, right? That is just, it's devil energy that once you allow a little bit from somebody, somebody who's toxic, or you can't see the toxicity around you, the devil hooks onto that and plays you like a puppet, or played your person like a puppet. And that can be through other people as well. So it looks like in February there's still a lot of emotions that are running high, and however, know that the energy is moving, and the clouds are clearing, and the awareness is coming, the understanding, the crown chakra is being activated, the throat chakra with all these blue cards is being activated, because their heart chakra is being activated, and they're understanding things like you did. You learned your own lessons, different lessons that you had to learn through this, but know that your person is, or this could be you, that the energy is supporting this change, even though it might still feel like there's a lot of chaos and conflict. The best thing to do is just remain neutral, and whatever will be will be. whatever that is in regards to communication or action or things changing. Just let the energy play out. What is, let me see, I'm gonna get some advice from wisdom of the House of Night very quickly before I let you go. But if you've been confused about what's happening on your person's side, or just not understanding the energy, maybe if this is affecting you, this gives you, I'm here to help validate, what maybe happening. And this could have already happened. This is, going to be happening sometime in February. You all are on different timelines. And just understanding that things are changing. You might not be able to see it, right? Somebody sees it. They see that somebody is going through, the same old patterns round and round. Or they can see now the cycles that they've allowed to, that came in between, maybe, a commitment or a relationship, a situation, your connection, right? So really understanding that the energy is moving, even though you don't maybe see it that way, right? Again, things seem a certain way, but they're not. It might seem that there's a real stalemate, or it might seem like there's nothing happening, but energy is always changing. We shift timelines every second. We're shifting timelines, and it's just based on decisions and knowledge that we're gaining and what we're learning. But what advice is there for the collective moving forward? So High Priestess of Air, and then at the bottom, oh yeah, look, cycles. So we talked about patterns and cycles. So very quickly, rational thought, logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by my vampire High Priestess of Air. Did I show it to you? Sorry. Okay. Using, oh, sorry. Why did I say using? Now is the time to think before you act. So I think that's why I said that, is because the moon is right where her third eye, right? Intuition, using your intuition, okay? Listening to your intuition. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. So this is it, this is good advice for you, or, if you're going through this, that's great advice as far as, there could be the noise around you that's happening. But if you just sit for a moment, or remove yourself, if you can, into a quiet place, into a space that allows for you to just, get this new perspective and listen and use your intuition, you'll see what the next action should be. Whether it's just to, we need to continue to focus on ourselves, that's for sure, but it's going to help you understand, what energy is at play. You'll feel it, you'll sense it, you might sense your person, and you can obviously send them through any type of, and I'm not saying entanglements being a negative thing, I'm just saying entangled with your person, you can send them positive healing energy, and trying to help them organize and get this mess worked out. This does indicate that, I think that there's going to be communication for sure coming in. They're wanting forgiveness, they're longing, the telephone, right? The the action card, there's quite a few cards here that indicate, and with all this blue that I showed you, that's throat chakra, and that's about communication. They very much want to explain, and apology and forgiveness. There's a lot of remorse and a lot of guilt here that they need to account for in regards to their own karmic debt. Not saying that you have to do anything with that, but that's what they're being called to action to do, is to at least understand and own up to that, and be able to forgive themselves because they were not aware, they didn't see things. They're learning and growing, right? Just like all of us are. And or you're learning and growing, just like the rest of us, and becoming aware of these things. The point at which you ascend is where you understand these lessons, and then you choose not to fall victim to this again, or choose these choices again for yourself or for your life. And at that point, you've learned the lesson, and then you're able to ascend and move on to our next fabulous lesson in life, right? Because that's all that life is just a bunch of good old lessons. I hope this helped you guys. This is the message for the weekend, and I hope you guys have a good Sunday. This is Saturday when I guess it depends on where you're at in the world, but I will be posting this on either Saturday night or Sunday. But have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.